right, so we're just going to do a quick demonstration of our mini literacy lesson, okay? I'm going to scooch this over so my face is more centered. So, it's called Invasive Species of Hawaii. That's what we're going to be talking about. That's the little article, but before we read the article, we're going to look at these questions that show us kind of what we're looking for. So let's read these questions together. The Hawaiian Islands are especially vulnerable to invasive species because their ecosystems are, this is where we get to take a guess. Do you think they are A, already diverse, B, very competitive, or C, fragile and isolated? And I know we haven't done the article yet, so you can just go in here and type what your answer is, or you can talk about it a little bit first. What do you think? So is A, already diverse, B, very competitive, or C, fragile and isolated? Yeah, that's cool. You can do that, right? A. All right, nice. So this is our going into pre-article, like checking in. What are we looking for in this article? All right, let's read this next part. This says, the passage mentions. Wait, let's look over here. Invasive Hawaii introduced through the. So the passage mentions that some invasive animals in Hawaii were introduced through the A, food trade, B, pet trade, or C, medical industry. What's your guess? Okay, whatever you want. This is just...
Feel.
Okay. Interesting take there. You're not sure how you feel about that one? All right, let's look at this last question. Reason. Hawaiian. Susceptible. Remember this word? Invasive. That means they're like coming in and they're causing problems. Invasive. Species. Looks like special, you're right. Species. Is that they, okay, so A, are not used, they're not used to predators. They're not used to predators. B, lack natural defenses. Or C, haven't had to compete for resources. What do we think there? A, B, or C?
Do.
Okay, so there was nothing that they had to do before to protect themselves. Something like that. So now we need to read the article, and we know kind of what we're looking for. We'll take a look at the article, and we will use our Immersive Reader tool because we love it. All right, is that a little bit too big? Are we feeling that largeness? Okay, there we go. So up to you, EJ. Do you want line focus on this, or do you want a few lines at a time, or no line focus? Up to you.
2. You. Go.
Okay. 1 line, 2 lines, all one thing. Your choice. You can just use this and tell me. What do you want to do?
No.
We're going to do single line. So the single line looks like that. Few lines looks like that. And then all together we turn this off. So which one do you want to do? You pick. Okay, that's good. Nice. All right, so now let's give this guy a read. Do you want to hear it read first? Let's hear it read. Invasive. That's the first part. Here we go.
Invasive species of Hawaii. In this video, watch as he goes over the top 6 animals that are invasive to Hawaii. The Hawaiian Islands, Hawaii, Maui, Oahu, and Kauai, are the most remote land masses on the planet. Hawaii also has an invasive species problem. That might not make much sense to some of you, but Hawaii's ecosystems are currently under threat. Invasive animals like the brown tree snake, barn owl, small Indian mongoose, veiled chameleon, rose-ringed parakeet, and peacock grouper are ruining Hawaii's fragile ecosystems. Some of these animals were introduced through the pet trade, while others were brought in intentionally over the years. It took a lot of willpower and miracles for life to be in Hawaii in the first place. Hawaii is the most remote island chain on the planet, and over millions of years these islands have built up diverse ecosystems. One of the main problems is that Hawaiian animals are not as competitive as other species found throughout the planet. This is because there was never the introduction of new species, so they have never had to be competitive for food. Enjoy the video.
All right. So there's a couple of points there, right, that we talked about in the question. So let's look at this sentence right here. So let's do from here.
Some of these animals were
Introduced trade. So some of these animals were introduced through the pet trade. Okay, so let's go back here and let's look at this question again. And now we get to change our answer if we want. So let's read the question. Passage mentions that some invasive, let's read that.
And most in
Introduced. So now what do we think? Food trade, pet trade, or medical industry?
Food.
It's an interesting idea, right? They brought them there for food. All right. Let's go ahead and look at, so we've had this read to us. We read a couple sentences. And now we would be able to keep going with this type of stuff, right? Kind of reading, having it read to us. We can do like an I read, we read, and then you read by yourself kind of thing. So we could do that with another sentence real quick. So if we look at, let's read this sentence right here. This says, Hawaii
also has
and let's say that.
Invasive.
Ready?
Infection.
Species. Yeah, an invasive species problem. Okay, let's look at another sentence. Okay, so one.
Is that most not also
Species.
Found your land.
Yeah. One of the main problems is that Hawaiian animals are not as competitive as other species found throughout the planet. So if we go to that question, what do we think here now? The main reason why Hawaiian animals are susceptible to, what's this word? Species, is that they, A, are not used to predators, B, lack natural defenses, or C, haven't had to compete for resources. What do you think?
Dad.
Store.
Yeah, so they could, they didn't really have to store things, right? Because they were the only ones there. So they didn't have to compete, right? They didn't have to be like a competition store. Nice. Okay, so we're going to get to watch the video after, but let's go ahead and do our shared writing. So we've done a little bit of the reading portion. So this book we're going to call, what's this? Invasive animals. These ones might not be exactly the same. But we're going to do the blank is blanking. So I'm going to go first, and I'm going to pick an animal. I'm going to pick the, let's see, I'll pick, well, you could help pick the animal. What animal do you think?
Camel.
The camel. Okay, go ahead. The camel is, and I'm going to pick an ing verb. I think I'm going to go for one of the ones, animals are more likely to do things with their whole body. So I'm going to go into here. And it can be something different, right? Let's just say the camel is, ooh, how about this one? I'm going to go right to my ing bucket where things are spilling, right? I'm going to go right there.
Kneeling.
Kneeling. So let's do the camel is, and I can build the whole sentence there too, but for right now, kneeling. Yep, perfect. Okay, the camel is kneeling, so I could build the whole sentence. The
camel is kneeling.
All right, let's go up there and insert. And let's get a GIF. Let's do the camel is kneeling and see what we get. So go ahead. Is kneeling. I wonder if we'll get a good one or not. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Okay, hit return. Interesting. Which one of those do you like? All right. Oh, to me, he looks like he's running, but maybe he's running and then he's going to kneel. Can we fix the size of that so it's not covering the sentence? Or go to that top corner and just drag down a little bit. That'll work. Awesome. We can also sometimes pick it up, just move it over so it's out of the way. Okay, so that's a good one. Let's do another one. What should we do now?
Hey.
All right. So, which animal should we pick now? Go ahead. Oh, we just did that one. Okay, pick another one.
Gorilla.
Okay. Yeah, delete that line.
No.
And what are they doing? The gorilla is... Let's pick something from our actions that we do with our body or our feet. Anything.
No.
And go to the ing. Yep.
Crawling.
There you go.
Doom.
Okay. Yeah, we added the suffix ing. Okay, can we build that whole sentence real quick? The gorilla.
No.
The
Keep going.
gorilla is crawling.
Let's go look for a GIF. GIF?
Oop.
I never remember how to say that. Can you type with both hands? Which one of these do you like? Fun. Slow motion crawling. Neat. All right, let's go to the next one.
No.
What should we do for this one?
No.
You could type the whole sentence right now.
The
What?
Read. No.
hippopotamus is stepping.
Okay. Here, if it's easier, you can just, instead of having to deal with all those spaces and things, you can just type the hippopotamus.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oop.
Two hands. Oopsie.
No.
Oopsie daisy.
No.
Nice. They're one of a hippopotamus? That's clearly an elephant. It's funny. I guess they don't have a lot of hippopotamuses stepping. Alright, you pick any picture you want, EJ. Do you think by this picture we should change that to elephant is stepping? Or should we just go on? Okay. Fair enough. Could be a, alright, what should we do here?
The
No.
kangaroo is speeding.
Cool.
No.
You want to read that sentence?
No. Kangaroo is speaking.
Yeah. Wait, I know this is not like the most perfect thing. Gotta delete. Okay, go ahead.
Ooh.
A funny one. Very cool. Let's do maybe two more. How about that?
The
No.
platypus is racing.
Nice. Do the arrow and get rid of that extra space. Yep, that's one of those ones we drop the silent E.
Um. Oh. Oop.
We got. Who's that? What's his name? Yeah. You know what his first name is?
Where can go?
Perry. He's Perry. He's Agent P. Agent, what is he? Agent
P.
Nice. All right. He's racing. The platypus is racing. That's for sure.
The
Oop.
iguana is swinging.
Oops. Here, arrow it. Okay. All right. Should we read that one?
So it was no. It's raining.
Nice. That is absolutely an iguana swinging. All right, let's just move this guy a little bit. Just pick it up and drag it over. And I think that's 7. Do you want to do one more, or do you want to have this be the end?
The and
Oh, okay, so let's replace, get rid of that, and type the end. Nicely done. All right, so we're gonna look at this one in slideshow mode. Or actually, we'll just go through it because I think that'll mess up our frame. So this is called Invasive. Yeah, they might not be super invasive, but it's kind of a good one for our lesson. So this is what?
So camel is new.
Yeah, probably after this run, he'll be kneeling. Okay, it's this one.
So gorilla is one.
Yeah, the gorilla is crawling. Let's take a breath.
The hippopotamus is sleeping.
Stepping. Is it a hippopotamus in an elephant suit? Interesting. Yeah, is he speed chewing? Yeah. Can you say that one louder? Nice. That's a really cool book there, EJ. All right, so now we're actually gonna do our, well, first of all, any thoughts or comments on what we've done so far?
Get S O N S sons.
Okay. Well, you are my son, and my other son is in San Diego, but I could get, I have some. So we're gonna do a making words. And the words that we make, we're gonna type into here. Okay, go ahead. Oh, that is the sound, you're right. Wow, EJ, you're speedy. And you did make in. What else could we make here? We could make. Yeah, you could type. What other words could we make? Uh-huh, that's a good one. Anything else? Good words. Very cool. Let me think. Is there anything else there? Nice. Cool. That's all I see. You are better at this than I am, but those are really good ones. All right, nice making words. So we're gonna get to do the last bit, because we could keep doing more of this, like what rhymes with that, what rhymes with this, but we just are doing kind of a mini preview here. So I want to look at some choices you have for your independent reading today. So you can pick any of those playlists, or you can let me know if there's something else you want to do for independent reading.
Reading.
Okay, cool. Which one do you want to read, or what do you want to read?
Read. Us. What? What's? Hell. Oops. Let. Talk.
Do you want me to talk? Okay. So you can pick any of these playlists and then pick a book from it. So any of these look interesting? Okay. That's very on theme.
Grumpy Monkey, Party Time, a sequel to the New York Times bestseller Grumpy Monkey by Suzanne Lang, illustrated by Max Lang. This is the title page. All those birds appear to be carrying something. Leaves. Looks like there's something on the leaves. I guess we'll have to read to find out what it is. Let's
What do you
get
think's
started.
gonna happen in this story?
One perfectly pleasant afternoon,
Story.
Chimpanzee found an invitation
This.
on his branch. You can see him swinging there through the trees with his friend Norman. And it looks like that's what those leaves were, invitations. You are invited to Porcupine's party. That's what's written on the leaf. Party, said Jim.
Feel.
Does it sound like Jim's excited to go to the party?
Colors.
It'll be a great time, said Norman from next door. We can dance at... Dance! Jim exclaimed, cutting Norman off.
Art supplies.
I can't dance. Can't dance?
Why?
Everyone can dance, said Hyena. Come on, show us your moves. I don't have any
Black.
moves, said Jim. Sure you do, said Hyena. You just need to try. So Jim tried to dance. See him
Front.
moving his arms up and sideways. He's lifting his leg and his
Soon.
arms. He's trying hard, isn't he? You should have taken him at his word, Norman said to Hyena.
Drive.
The animals don't look very impressed with his dancing, do they? If Jim doesn't know how to dance, said Oxpecker, we'll just have to teach him. Everyone was excited to teach Jim how to dance. You've got to feel the beat, the lizard said. Touch your stuff, said Ostrich. You got to shake your butt, said the baboons. He's doing it! He's dancing! Everyone
Wonder.
cheered. Party time, said Norman, and they headed to Porcupine's party.
Party.
At the party, everyone wanted to dance with Jim. Dance with us, said the ground squirrels. Care to shake a tail, Feather?
To
asked
ride.
Peacock. May we get in?
Move.
asked the warthogs. Me next, said Rhino. Jim danced and danced.
Sooner.
Everyone on the dance floor was having a great time. Everyone except Jim.
Submarine.
And then it got worse. Isn't this the best? Chirped Oxpecker. No, Jim said. This is not the best. It is the worst. I don't like dancing. The other animals stared in amazement. Whoever heard of someone who doesn't like dancing? Asked
Purple.
Oxpecker. Actually, said Water Buffalo, I don't like dancing either. But I never said anything because I thought I was the only one.
Large.
I know others enjoyed themselves, but I always feel silly on the dance floor. I'd rather do something else, squawked Marabou. To be honest, chimed in Bat, dance floors are always too loud for my taste. I'm going home, Jim
Cut.
said, and he turned to go and bumped smack into Norman. You're not leaving, are you? asked Porcupine. Everyone at this party wants to dance, said Jim, but we don't like dancing. It's not for everyone, Norman agreed. Oh,
Empty.
but now I'll have too much food, said Porcupine sadly. Oh, Porcupine, we did not mean to upset you, Jim paused. Wait, there's food at this party?
Tiger.
And indeed, there was lots of wonderful food. Maggot salad, fruit bowl, pineapple pudding,
No.
fly pot pie, flour cake, gluten-free, more bananas, seed dumplings,
Take.
and plenty of games, too. Bobbing
Zebra.
for mangoes, puddle splash off, swing along, shake that tree, and tag. And so they stayed at the party. Jim enjoyed the wonderful food. He laughed with his friends. He even played a game or two. but he did not
Banana.
dance. It was a great time.
It's the end.
Grumpy Monkey up all night.
There's more Grumpy Monkey books too. All right. So you could keep choosing different books that you want to read. But we just wanted to do a quick one to show kind of some of the stuff that we would try to work on, right? All right. Any last comments?
Color.
Uh-oh.
Wild. Clap. Bird. Puppy.
Yeah. Very cool, EJ. All right, you want to go do massage here? Okay. See you later.